All right, Kevin LeValley, Dave Schultz title, qualified for the trials. Let's talk about the tournament first. How do you feel you wrestled today?
You know, I felt I was wrestling really well today. Had 3 matches today. Obviously, my toughest opponent would have been Sorensen in the semifinals. I was really looking forward to wrestling him, just because sometimes some of these guys coming out of college that were a different weight class than me, or maybe a different time frame than me, just slightly off there. I've always wanted to know what it was like to wrestle with some of those guys. So it was a good guy to wrestle. He's bigger than me, probably a little bit stronger than me, so I had to be a little bit more tactical. So it was a good match for me to learn from and continue to grow.
And technical-wise, I mean, what worked well for you today? What was going good?
You know, my arm drags were working really well today, and really over the past year, I've really worked hard to develop some sort of a leg attack, and it doesn't always look pretty when I'm getting to it, but my finish percentage is pretty high. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm starting to wrestle where I can attack both sides of the body, and I can actually threaten leg attacks, and that's something I haven't had in years past. So I felt like with this transition up to 74 kilos, I used to be a 66 kilo guy. It was important for me to be able to score points when I need to score points.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. It's a different, different weight class for you this year. I mean, it's new. I mean, even last year you were wrestling 70, and so it's a deeper field, and you're getting in there now and having to battle against different guys too. So what's that like for you?
You know, it's exciting. It's sometimes it gets old wrestling the same guys over and over. Obviously, those rivalries are really cool, but at the same time, it's exciting. It gives you something to look forward to when you've got a different guy that you've watched wrestle and watched do well, and you've always wondered how you're going to match up with some of those guys. So it's been fun to wrestle some new guys. It's definitely been challenging. It's been an adjustment wrestling some guys that are a little bit bigger and stronger, where when I was at 66 and then 70, I felt like I was one of the bigger and rangier guys in those weight classes. But it's been good. It's been good for me career-wise, just because I'm coaching at Bucknell now. I'm on staff there, and you only have so much energy you can use in a day. So energy that I would have to take to put towards cutting weight is energy that I'd rather spend developing some of our student athletes and helping them to pursue their dreams to win NCAA titles, and then obviously focusing on my own training when I need to do that.
How's the transition been? You moved to Bucknell obviously pretty recently.
Yeah, it's been good. We moved. My wife and I moved the week after trials, so it was kind of a rushed move, but it was planned in advance and everything like that. But it's been a good transition. Lewisburg's an excellent community, a small community in central Pennsylvania. Bucknell's a great place. It's really like family to me. You know, I spent 4 years of my life there, halfway across the country from where I grew up, and it's crazy. A place like that, you go back and there's a lot of things that have changed, but then there's a lot of people that are still there, still in the positions they were when I left. So it's good to reconnect with some of those people, and then we've got some exciting things going on right now. We've got a brand new $12 million building going up, the Graham building. Half of that building will be the Graham Wrestling Center. It'll be 18,000 square feet. That'll be done by the beginning of school next year. So some exciting things happening with Bucknell Wrestling, and just trying to get those guys ready to go.
Are you relieved a little bit now that you finally got that trial spot?
You know, it's obviously something that I definitely wanted to get done. The last thing I really wanted to do was go to the last chance qualifier right before the trials. Obviously, I felt that would put me at a little bit of a disadvantage. But the Schultz is always a good tournament for me to come to. Just my family's from an hour east of Colorado, Lyman, Colorado, so an hour east of Colorado Springs, and it's always good to come out and spend some time with them. And then there were some young middle school wrestlers from the school district I grew up in that were able to come and watch me wrestle today, which was pretty cool.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on the win. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you.